And my next question to you guys is, in the art of persuading someone or persuading people, is it better to use logic or to tend to their emotions and be emotive in your persuasion?
Motive, of course.
Depends. It very much.
When people think based on their emotions, they'll pretty much do anything. They'll pretty much do anything. So if you string along emotions to what you're saying, they'll probably just tag along.
Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback off what Nolan said. I think it depends on who obviously you're talking to, but as a general point, it's better to be emotive, because if you appeal to a person's emotions, you can make them do many things. And this is how people are sold dreams in many scenarios in life, whether they are scammed, whether it's love, whether it's to do something against their will. You don't persuade to logic, because if you try and use logic behind it, you'll clock on saying what this person's saying is pure rubbish. But if you now tend to the emotions, tug on the heartstrings, use emotive examples, things they can relate to. That's how you can persuade. That's how you find it easier to persuade someone. So, as a general point of rule, it's easier to use emotion to persuade someone than logic. As a general rule of thumb. On what but there are scenarios where logic is obviously better, depending on the person.
Do you need emotion to buy a laptop? No. You need emotion to buy to donate to a charity, though. That's why they put. That's why they use those images when they're like, "Oh, please donate to Red Cross." They use the most awful images, right? Because it will pluck on your heartstrings. But if they want you to buy the latest iPhone or the latest MacBook Pro, they're going to tell you all the specs. That is logic. That is logic marketing. The emotional marketing is like the charity ones, and they're the ones that will tell you, oh, look what's happening in Africa, and that's, it depends on what you're trying to sell, is what I'm trying to say. Do you need emotion to buy a laptop?
Yeah, sometimes.
Do you need emotion to buy a phone?
Yeah, sometimes. You might say, All right,
sell me the phone. Sell me your phone emotionally. Go on now.
Sell you my phone emotionally.
Do it. Go on. Pluck on my heartstrings.
See this phone. This phone.
I mean, I feel like love. There is sort of an emotional aspect. Some of these adverts for like laptops and phones and stuff, they do have like an emotional side to it.
Yeah,
like when you see a family.
Exactly, you see a family.
Yeah, exactly. Like you'll see a family and they take pictures or something like that.
Small
little
child
stuff like that.
Yeah. There's emotion involved.
Or like it'll be like a uni student, like, oh, this is why you need a laptop so you can use it on the go or something like that. Like there's always an emotional aspect to it.
Well, I think
people will be like, oh yeah, I need a laptop on the go when I'm in uni, and then they'll just relate to that.
Apple have always released two types, or Apple or HP, those laptop companies, right? They've always released like two different types of adverts. There is the advert that will show you the specs. That's the advert I care about, right? Because I don't care about whether my uncle can use it. No, I don't care. What I care about is how much RAM has it got? What's the screen size? What lights does it use? What USB port does it use? All those things. That's what I care about. And it sounds bad, but the working class are more affected by emotional adverts than middle to upper class people. And
that is true.
It sounds bad.
No, it's true. There's a sociological study on it.
There is the demographic. That is why they release two adverts. They release an advert for the people that care about the specs, for the people that will buy it for a workplace, for their company, or if they need it for like editing or things like that. And then they release the emotional one that has a family. Oh, if you spill your coffee on it, it will still work. Those type of adverts. But those adverts are geared towards the the people that will buy those products on finance rather than the people who will buy outright. Because the people who are more likely to buy outright don't care about whether it will work after you spill coffee. They care more about the specs behind it, if that makes sense.
I mean, they might do, you know, because those type of people tend to be coffee drinkers, you know. They want to make sure, you know, if they spill the coffee on it, you know, ain't going to break in that, you know, water damage and them thing there. But yeah, that's beside the point. Jasmine, you make a good point, because I remember in sociology lessons back in the day, there was a study that did actually delve on this, on how the fact that more emotive and more emotional, commercials and adverts tend to be geared more to those of lower income households compared to more logic based and more informational based adverts, which tend to be for those of a higher income household. And it was to do with the educational level, but I've completely forgotten the study because that was like 5 years ago right now, so that's beside the point. But yeah, Shan, is there anything you want to add?
No.
Don't want to leave you left out of the conversation. You see,
It's okay. You know when I have something to say. Don't you worry, T. It's fine.
Okay. Fair enough. So, why do you so I'm going to be very stereotypical right now. I apologize.